Dun, 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 dun.
Yo. Oh,
Hey,
that was loud.
hello.
Yo.
Yo.
My bad.
How's it going, everybody? We got let's see, we got the whole crew here. We got most of the crew here. We
Everybody's
got a good
here.
amount of the crew. We got our two mods, Kitchen Boy. Oh, Kitchen Boy, you switched back. What happened there?
He's giving us a Spanish lesson.
Didn't
You taking Spanish now?
oh, I know. Buenos. Yeah, well, hey, what motivated the what do you call it? He rebranded. I forgot what he changed his name to, but
Oh, it
then
was just
now
like
it's
a
back to Kitchen Boy.
I forgot what he changed. Yeah, he had a identity crisis.
I know.
But it's
Hey
okay.
man,
It's okay.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Uh, but hey, welcome back to the Our Thoughts Live. It is. I don't normally say the date on these episodes, but I will now. It is November 18, year of our Lord 2021. How's everybody doing over in the chat? Um, how you guys been? How have you been, Matt?
I've been good. It's been a really cool year. I've reached that point in the year where now I'm reflecting on the whole year. So that's when you know
Mm.
like it's kind of crazy that year's almost up, but it's been a fun time. Very excited for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go home for
Hey.
like I don't know. I think like a week, a little over a week, so that'll be cool.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it's been chill. Ready for this quarter to be over for school. I'm ready to go on a break. I'm ready for the
Oh
holidays.
yeah,
I'm
dude.
I'm I'm past October. That was my month. Now I'm like, all right, now it's time to chill and look at Christmas around the corner.
Wait, yeah, do you have a Thanksgiving break?
Yeah, I do. It's like 4 days, but I'm taking the whole week off because I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, like my break started yesterday. So, uh I'm right there with you, bro. But yeah, dude, I cannot believe it is already November 18. Like we are a month away from being a week away from Christmas. Like that that's
For real.
crazy. This year could not have gone by any more. I almost want to say faster, but it was a drag at some points, man. Especially when we didn't have, as much music as we do currently. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of a drag. But here we are, November. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Hope you guys are getting your me and Matt were talking like right before. Sorry, Matt and I don't know why I'm being so grammatical lately, but Matt and we're talking about like Spotify Wrapped and how excited we are for that, and it's coming around the corner. Excited for that. Hopefully everyone's top five is looking good. It's looking good. But I don't know. Yeah, this past week. Wait, hello, am I good? By the way, am I all right?
Yeah, you be Cesco's glitching out right now. Maybe it's me.
I know. I'm like, no, it's probably me.
Oh
Knowing
God.
knowing like just like how my Wi-Fi is. Oh God, I am a pixel right now.
Damn.
I am
No, wait, it's like
I
kind of
am a
coming back.
single pixel. This is like an 8-bit. All right, this is the Our Thoughts 8-bit
Oh God.
podcast.
Wait, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We're good?
I think so. Whatever you did, you made fun of it. Maybe now it's
Okay.
working for you.
That's what I got to do is be self-deprecating and they'll give me Wi-Fi. Yes.
I guess so.
Uh
But yeah,
but
I'm excited for
Curry,
Spotify Wrapped.
did we get the
Yes.
new Yeah, same here, man. Yeah, did you notice like the new Spotify update as well? Like you get lyrics now for every single song.
What?
Like, yeah,
For real?
yeah, thank God, dude. Yeah,
Lyrics
it's
for
pretty
every
sick
song?
actually. Like, not bad at all.
Yo, that's sick. Freaking finally, man. They're competing with
I
Apple
know.
now.
I finally yeah, yeah. And also Title if you use that. I don't know. I don't know anyone that has used Title.
Me either,
So
really. I mean, people who use Tidal are like people who care about like their audio quality and like are really nerdy like that because I feel like that's what they think it does. But it's literally just another streaming service, honestly.
I know. It's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Title, I don't know. I've like I said, I've never met anyone with title, but yeah, I don't know why I'm lagging so much. Sorry, guys, but hopefully it'll kind of fix itself out soon. But real quick, we want to go ahead and plug our new video that dropped very recently, as recent as
Oh
this
yeah.
past week. It's I think it's a really good video that sparks some conversation. You guys have been really cool in the comments, and we actually want to read out and respond to some of these comments because they've been so interesting. But go check it out. It's like a series where or actually here, Matt, yeah, why don't you describe the series for anyone who hasn't watched it yet?
Okay. Yeah. Well, go check it out. Okay, there it is. It's in the chat right now. But yeah, it was like
Sir.
a new format, or not really or it's kind of like a podcast, like in and of itself. But usually,
Yeah.
people always want to like compare different artists and stuff like that all the time. And want like, what are your thoughts on this person? What are your thoughts on this person? So I feel like we figured like, let's just line them all up, and then we'll give what we like about them, what we don't like about them. And it's honestly just an easy format to talk about a bunch of people, because everybody loves comparing different artists and stuff like that. So it's called Good Thought, Bad Thought for now. I think Cesco wanted me to emphasize that that is a tentative title, but we're taking title suggestions. But yeah, it's linked right there. We talk about, I don't know, Post Malone, The Weeknd, a bunch of people, Nav. We said what we
The
liked
goat,
about
Silk
Nav.
Sonic.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's cool. Go ahead and check it out in the chat right here. Linked. Oh wait, there it is.
Still there? Still there?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll even send it again because why not? Um, there you go. There you go. You got no choice. You have no excuse to not watch it. I've sent it twice. So there you go. Have fun with that. And also, if you want, go ahead and leave like some artist suggestions in the chat here if you'd like. If in the comments of that video, we are taking a bunch of suggestions, like you said, on the title, on artist suggestions, and also just leave any comments on like what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Like, if we can go ahead and transition into
Yo. Oh shit! I hear it from the distance. Bro. Your lag. I didn't hear a single thing you did.
welcome to
Literally.
Really? Oh, damn it. That sucks.
Yeah.
Just know it was like a nice boom bap type thing. It was had
Nice.
some synth waves. I even made like some little like those glittery sounds that you'll hear. Like I even did that. It was a really high quality beat. I think you
Damn.
you guys
Okay.
would have liked it.
We missed
But
out.
I know it's okay. It's all right, guys. Welcome to another edition of the Weekly Weekend Update. And I had to bang my table just to reaffirm that because I want to go ahead and talk about some of the reaction from our most recent video. It was titled "Has the Weekend Gone Too Pop?" and we got a lot of engagement from that. And I wanted to go ahead and go through the comments of that, or some of the comments of that, and see kind of like what people had to say that and kind of respond, agree, not agree to it, all that kind of cool stuff. So here.
Let's do it. Yeah, that was
Or
cool. I'm
actually,
glad people chimed in for that. It was funny because we posted the video. It was like, of course, we put like the weekend in like the main aspect of the video, but we talked about
mhm.
so many other people. But like 5 seconds after we dropped it, someone's just like, "Yes, he's gone too pop." I'm like, okay, this guy clearly has not watched a 49-minute video. He's like already answering the
I,
question.
I know. Yeah, it was literally like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We got like 5 comments like right off the bat, and I was like, all right, you're not even gonna give it like a little bit of time to check it out, or even pretend like you checked it out, you
Right,
know?
I know. It was
But
just funny. I was like, damn, all right, these people are already opinionated.
yeah, yeah. Here we go. We got okay, so here we go. I like this comment. It was really interesting. Uh, or here, would it work better if we switched over to it? Do you think?
Sure, I got you.
Yeah, let's do that. So,
Do you have the
yeah,
comment
the
on
link is
here?
on the doc.
Okay, got you.
Okay, okay.
We'll switch
Yeah.
over.
Giveon, Tiller, Brent. Oh yeah, of course. Those artists will definitely be covered at some point. Like we definitely want to have that be a recurring segment, stream, I guess, or stream video segment thingy. So we'll get to those. But yeah, how have you guys been doing, by the way? Or Miracle, Curry? Have you guys doing.
Where is it? Is it just a link to the video?
Sorry, what was that?
It's just the link to the video is what you shared with me. Is that what we're looking at?
Y- Yeah, 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 and then just kind
Okay,
of
for
go
sure.
down to the comments, and then we'll see which ones are
Got you.
interesting. Just because the weekly weekend update, and we will get to the
Ah,
one right now music video. Is just that this is gonna be a quick little thing. Uh,
there we go.
let's see. Uh, so we got Finn Thomas here. He says, I think it's great the Weeknd has changed his sound because how many times can he do trilogy even though everyone wants his old sound back? I thought it would get boring very quickly if he did. Um, so yeah,
This is just my
I think that
opinion.
yeah, I think that again, yeah, that speaks to just like we're kind of bored of or we wouldn't want the Weeknd to just do trilogy all over again. So I get that. Um, we have a comment from Guillermo, though, one of our faves, one of
There
our
you
day
go.
one homies. Uh, I agree with you guys about how the Weeknd is ruining his identity ever since he became too poppy, and honestly, his music hasn't really been hitting the same recently because of this. He's still my favorite artist and all, but in my opinion, he's starting to lose that darkness that he had in his music that I love. What do you
Yeah.
think about that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think I was kind of saying the same thing. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
last stream or a couple streams ago,
I think it was
but
in the video. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I think it was something where I was saying I was really nostalgic for the weekend and like what he used to sound like, compared to now where he's very super pop and everything like that. So it's more like if you're an OG fan, you miss when he was like mysterious and he was like your favorite artist that nobody knew. But
Oh,
he's
yeah.
definitely everybody knows about him now. But I feel like everyone goes through that phase with someone. But it's cool. I feel like he's like getting the recognition he deserves. But that darkness, he definitely had to shed that if you're gonna go mainstream.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna be the one that like is able to resist that temptation of going too like going overboard and being one of those artists that were like, oh, he's lost it or whatever, he's lost
Mm-hmm.
his charm, he lost what I think it's gonna be the Weekend because I think if he really I feel like he's aware of the possibility of him going too far, going too poppy.
Mm.
And so yeah, I think if anything, he's gonna be the one that changes it up and is able to do it. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. There's a lot of good comments in here. Let's see. This one I really liked from Notch EXO. I think he just kind of said like, "Oh, how dare you diss the greatest artist of our generation?" That poop line went hard, and then he unfortunately unsubbed because of how unbiased we are. I love that comment.
Wait, where is that one? That's funny.
Knock
Oh, here it
EXO.
is.
Yeah, I love that one. But yeah, like so if you go ahead and scroll through the comments on that video, a lot of people are saying like, yeah, this I was just really surprised at how like-minded everyone was in terms of like they're not really feeling the last couple singles as much as like, what we're used to with the Weekend. One thing I want to do eventually is like take all of his features, in between the albums and just like rank them,
Yeah,
all the different like I think it was like Low Life was like Beauty Behind the Madness era, all that stuff. I don't know. We'll get around to that. But
that'd be
as for
cool.
right now, yeah. Um, yeah, the Weekend. It's really interesting. This is kind of like the lowest. I don't even want to say stock, but like his favorability has been at the moment. Like with the tour coming
Oh,
up, with the features, with I don't
yeah.
even know with the fact that we're still waiting for the dawn, like we are right now with the Weekend where we were with like Silk Sonic in terms of like we're waiting and we're like, are we ever gonna get it this year? Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's very interesting to see how to navigate through this. I don't know. Do you feel that way, or is it kind of just are
I
you
mean,
just
not really until you brought
waiting
it.
it out at this point?
Not really until you brought it up. Where I was like, yeah, I guess everyone's just kind of like, there's a lot of things people are talking about the weekend, and not all of it is like, oh, I can't wait till the dawn. People are just like, I don't know how I feel about this, and then it's like the tour. So he's definitely still like in the conversation, but maybe not for things he wants to be. But he definitely is aware of that. I
Mhm.
feel like so. Hopefully, we get some sort of something soon that will ease the tension. Um, but yeah, like Piercy was saying, I feel like it would be cool. I didn't touch on this on the video, but I think it would be cool if he did like more experimental sounds or something like that after the dawn, or further down the line when I feel like he's gonna have another artistic revelation that's gonna be different, um, which I think would be cool. But yeah, we are also still a fan, and I'm also knowing that the dawn will still be fire. So not too bad. I
Yes,
don't really feel
absolutely.
like it's that big of a deal, honestly. If you make
Yeah.
it a big deal.
Yeah. I'm definitely, this is definitely just, we're just being prisoners of the moment at the moment. Yeah. But like with every rollout, the music kind of makes everything puts everything into perspective. Like my two favorite examples, this album that just came out, the Silk Sonic album, and on the other side of the spectrum, Certified Lover Boy, two albums that came out this year, both highly
Mm-hmm.
anticipated and both, varying degrees of success. And now we look at the rollouts in retrospect, like, you know, uh, depending on how the music came out. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes. The Dons, yeah, like Matt said, still very excited for it. But real quick, just some quick news before we get into what you probably clicked on this video for. Memento Mori, some news for Memento Mori. We're getting a new episode tomorrow at 4 p.m. PT, Pacific Standard Time, and it will be hosted by Rosalia. They just came out with a new song, La Fama, and that's gonna be, that's gonna be fun. Good vibes, some reggaeton on there. I think that'll be a fun episode to tune into. And yeah, excited for it. Hopefully, we'll get some peeks into the dawn. I doubt it, honestly, with these like feature stuff. So here's hoping. But without further ado, let's talk about the One Right Now music video.
For sure. Yes, please.
We yeah, the single dropped last week, and now we're waiting. Now we were waiting for the like usually like a single drops with the music video, but I guess we had to wait a week and like a day for it. It dropped on Monday, which timed out perfectly actually with our good thought bad thought. It was just kind of like, oh, the weekend's big on Twitter, and then it just so happened our video dropped. So I don't know, man. Would you starting off? What'd you think of this music video?
It was interesting. I felt like there was a lot going on. I thought I was
Yeah.
kind of going in with like a lens of like trying to see if there's any connection, obviously, to anything. If he's gonna leave like a hint or something like that. I feel like everybody kind of goes in seeing if he's gonna do a nod to the Dawn or something. Um, but I didn't really see anything like that. But it was fun. It was cool. I felt like just two kids playing paintball for some reason. The way it was just like nothing really happening, but like they're just shooting people. And I thought it was gonna be a story at first, but all of a sudden it's like people just dying. I'm like, okay, so this is just that kind of video where they just fuck everything up. But it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
The effects were cool.
I Yeah, it was a cool little like I saw Curry had a nice tweet about it. He said that he thought of Scarface and Matrix the second he saw it, and I definitely agree. I also thought it was gonna be like a fun little twist where it's like, oh, like you think it's this like intense game or
Mm-hmm.
intense scene where they're all shooting each other, grenade bombs going off, all that, and then you find out it's just like them playing like I don't know, like airsoft guns or squibs, like it's all like a movie inside the music video, or yeah, even just like they're role playing paintball shit and it just looks cool in their head.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, that would have been a weird music video for the Weekend to do. Just because like that's so kiddie and I just would never imagine the Weekend doing that. But yeah, I don't know, it was a cool little music video. I wasn't too impressed like by it. I thought it was cool imagery, like that Curry brought up, like apparently you can see like a red suit in the background of one scene with the
Okay.
Weekend on screen, and it's like, oh, was that red suit Abel? I thought it was. I don't know if it is. I think it's just the lighting, but that would be a cool little hint. But the only hint of the Dawn that I saw in that music video is that it kind of is going for that blockbuster, a different kind of blockbuster type vibe,
Mm-hmm.
but still in that realm. So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't I wasn't. I'm not. The single doesn't really move me. The music video doesn't do much either. So I'm just kind of like next thing, you know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Pabitra has a chat message here. Thoughts on the rumors that album is dropping on the 17th or 14th of January with no promo. This rumors going on in Reddit. The guy predicted the Posty collab is making this claim.
Oh, okay.
January 7th or
Oh,
14th. What do you
January.
think of that?
Um, I feel like it's pretty likely, if you think about it. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I think I last mentioned like, oh, maybe we'll get in at the end of the year. I don't really think so. For some reason, I feel like we would be seeing stuff by now if it's gonna be the end of the year. So I'm thinking fresh in the new year would probably be the better bet. So I feel like that's pretty on point. And so he said that, or this person said that this comes from someone who already predicted that they were gonna collab, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know. They have some credibility, it seems like, but we'll
How?
just have to wait and see. You
Yeah, that
never really
actually.
know.
Right. Yeah. That actually kind of makes sense though, because if we're talking about the dawn, it's kind of the start of a new day, the
Yeah.
start of a new year. It kind of timed up. It would kind of time out perfectly for and just
Mm.
thematically, I guess, work for what he's going for. It would be a whole thing, but that's a good rumor. Okay,
I can
I
see
can.
that. Yeah. Now that you say that, I can see
Yeah,
that.
I fuck with that. I
Right
fuck
as
with that.
we get into the new year, the dawn. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, and it would be a. I'm guessing the hopefully a movie too,
Hey,
but the album would have like uplifting type thing, especially after hours. Yeah, I think it would work out. It would work out. Here we have another one from Fade Royale, Our Thoughts podcast. Do you think with all the collabs we've had with the weekend, do you think there will be some features on the Dawn?
I definitely think so. I feel like it's
Yeah.
gonna have a lot of features.
Mm. So
Yeah.
are you thinking it's gonna be a long track list, or do you think we're talking like 10 to 12?
I don't think it's gonna be a long track list. Maybe not longer than After Hours, probably. But
Mm.
I feel like it'll have I feel like it'll have more than we think. Usually, he only has maybe like two or three for a whole album. But he's been working with so many friends that he might just be like, "Yo, let's all hop on." And plus, it's probably gonna be a pretty bright and poppy album
Mm-hmm.
compared to After Hours. That was just like, you know, dark and only about
Yeah.
him. And so I could definitely see like him kind of assembling a little team of features, which he's never done before. So that might be a new thing he tries. But I would just like that because I feel like that would be really cool, and it kind of makes sense for this project. But would you want that at all, like a bunch of features, or do you want it like still like just Abel?
I've been seeing a lot of comments of like, oh, I wouldn't want features,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I would prefer features. I think that after hours, you said this that after hours having no features got it to where it needed to be, where it's like this is an autobiography of this
Yeah.
weekend character, and it therefore it has to be kind of me only. I think we predicted that there would be features in that those features would help tell the story of the weekend or help give a new perspective on whatever kind of issue he's struggling with. But it turns out he didn't even need that. And with the Dawn, it seems to be less of like here's a story or here's some kind of narrative. It seems to be more of yeah, like we're going back to like Kissland, where it's like it's this world that we're building, and it is and he's just gonna let you sit in it. So I could see that more leaning itself or lending itself to having features in there, and we get to meet cool people in that world. So yeah, I think features will be coming, and I would personally prefer them. And yeah, I mean, like I think like the amount of features on like Starboy, for example, would be a decent amount right there. It was like Kendrick, Future, Stargirl interlude, whichever I think
Mm-hmm.
Lana Del Rey, and then there's like one more I think, but I think that's a decent amount right there. I
Yeah,
don't know if
that's
he's gonna
true.
scrap the Travis Scott feature,
Oh, we'll
who,
see. We'll see now. Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't think
they had
about
that
that.
picture with the Donsky. I just
Yeah.
wonder if we're gonna be backtracking that a little bit.
Dang,
Um,
definitely. I don't think so. Yeah, he's probably like, scratch that one
Yeah,
for
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Fair.
Let's hold on to it for the deluxe.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, Fade Royale, thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate the insight and all that. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the weekly weekend update this week. Not too much, a nice light weekly weekend update, but let's transition into some stuff here. Some we said we'd update you guys on this, and I kind of just want to get out the way so we can have some fun for the rest of the pod. But Astroworld Fest things, the repercussions are still going on. And hey, Jose, yeah, we will talk about Drake and Ye coming back together. It seems like being all kumbaya in a bit. But yes, Astroworld. So first things first, unfortunately, the death toll has now been brought up to 10 to double digits after and I hate to mispronounce Bardi Shahani and Ezra Blount, who was a 9-year-old, by the way, passed away after being put on life support. And it gets, obviously prayers to those families who were affected. Like I know, I can't even imagine what it's like, having sending someone away to like a festival. You're expecting them to have a fun time, expecting them to expecting to hear about it from them and see all pictures that they took, and
Right.
then to hear this kind of news about that's devastating. And then some other updates here. We had a like it was a response or like a statement given out by Travis Scott's spokeswoman, who said that the claims that he could have stopped the show were ludicrous,
Hmm.
and saying that there's no way that like there are millions of other people on like in the chain of command, and it would have been hard for Travis alone to do it, and there are millions of dollars at stake or whatever, which was not exactly what we wanted to hear at this
Okay.
time. Yeah, not the best way to go about this. In general, the Travis Scott
Yeah.
like PR team has been pretty terrible. I
Millions
think
at
we can all
stake.
agree
It's
on that.
millions of dollars. There are millions of dollars is what they care about.
Yeah, yeah, and also something irks me about them announcing publicly like, oh, we'll pay for the funeral costs. We'll put, like, I would prefer that they, first of all, like just paid for the precautionary measures, got security, got medical team on there, on staff. But um, and I don't know, there's just so much it's almost like it's still unbelievable that this happened. But yeah, and then last thing here that we'll update you guys on: Travis Scott, Drake, and Live Nation are named in a $750 million lawsuit. Now, you
Damn.
you you sent this to me. What are do you know kind of like what they're suing for exactly?
Yeah.
Because there's
They're
so much to
I think
yeah.
it's they're also suing Apple as well. Not really sure
Hmm.
where Apple comes in with this equation, but they were also named in the lawsuit. Um, but it's a combined. Obviously, all those people combined like take up the whole 750 million. I didn't know it was also Live Nation. I literally thought it was going to be between Drake and um, Travis, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's over. Basically failing to like they were going to sue Live Nation for not like for failing to provide certain services that would like make the festival safe, and saying that it's like malpractice and that they thought their bottom line and like making a shit ton of money was what they cared about more than people's lives or something like that. And
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
I don't know, people are really arguing that Drake shouldn't be in this lawsuit. Actually, it's like pretty split. Um, and that they're like, why? Drake also just showed up to perform, which I think I agree. I don't think Drake really needs to be in on the
Yeah.
like taking any blame because Travis invited him, so he was just doing what he was like set out to do. So yeah, there's on both sides. There's people are pretty. They're like deliberating it right now. People are forming their
Yeah.
opinions. So this came out like yesterday, I think. So it's still pretty new.
Yeah. I mean, still really fresh. It's crazy that I don't know. It's just crazy that we're at this point now where lawsuits are being filed. We're starting to get all the actual violations now, and the investigation is very much underway. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like we said, we will be keeping you up to date on this Astroworld madness. It's crazy. And yeah, lawsuits have crossed the mark of $2 billion. I saw like a meme it was like, oh, Travis Scott, you're gonna find Travis Scott on a subway station doing that Squid Game thing where you got to flip the envelope for $100 or whatever.
No,
um,
that's
like
crazy.
it's bad, man. Hopefully, I don't know. I just hope things don't get any worse than what they already are, because this is getting really bad, especially for just Travis Scott. I don't know. I don't know. Um,
We will see.
let's transition into some good vibes. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Uh, so how do I want to intro this, man? So we got this album right last week. It's an album that we've been waiting for. We received a single from this group at the top of the year. Leave the Door Open. Incredible single, magical, moved everyone to tears, I want to say, to enjoy music. And then we never heard from them regarding new music. They performed that song over and over and over again.
For like 6 months.
Yeah. And then not only that, then we got Skate, fun song, a nice kind of a vibe song to hold us to until the album came out. And we were like, oh, we don't know when the album's coming out. They say next year. Here we are, November. What is it? 18. We got it this past weekend. An Evening with Silk Sonic,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's pretty disappointing.
This is not good. No.
Not good. Nah. So yeah, We finally got the album, An Evening with Silk Sonic, and I don't know. We're just gonna give our first reactions. How was your listening experience? What
Yes.
context were you listening it to? And yeah, just overall, like what was the first reaction to it?
Yeah. I was really excited because obviously everybody's excited. This is my most anticipated album this year, and it finally is dropping. So we were up on the roof chilling. We were had our lights on. We had the like little colored party light going under the
Mhm.
stars. How Bruno, intended us to listen to this new album. And at first I was like, okay, I wanted to play it in order, even though the first two songs we've heard a million times, which is just the intro and then Leave the Door Open. But I was like, whatever,
Yeah.
we'll like listen to it properly still. And so it was kind of a delayed, like I was like building the anticipation even more, so that when the first song hit, "Fly as Me," I was like, yo, this song is super fun. Like I was like dancing up there. I was like, this is the craziest, like funkiest song I've ever heard. Um, and then it just kept getting better and better and better, and I like wasn't over it for a solid 3 or 4 days straight. I would wake up early to listen to the album, bro, and like just start playing it all day in my house. I was obsessed. I still am obsessed. I'm trying to savor it more, but bro, I'm obsessed with this album.
Yeah, same here, dude. I am okay. Is it all right if I go on a little spiel here?
Go ahead. I just did.
Okay, okay. So I have depression, right? And lately, like this past year, or 2 years if we're counting 2020, past 2 years, man, it's been a little rough. I've been trying to find ways to like. One thing that happens with depression is that you tend to find yourself not enjoying the things that you normally like. And lately, music hasn't really been hitting the same for me, right? These
Hmm.
past 2 years, I've enjoyed music. I'm able to critique it. I'm able to know what I like, but there hasn't been that like thing that there's nothing that has really like moved me, nothing that has reminded me really. This is gonna sound hella corny. Reminded me of like why I like music,
Hmm.
and like I like this. Like for example, like one of the biggest moments this year, Family Ties, with Kendrick Lamar, Baby Keem, incredible song. Uh, but for some reason, I remember my first listening, I was like, "This is good. Like this is good, but why am I not like enjoying
Mm.
it?" You know.
Yeah.
Um, Fast forward to and again, not to say that that song is like bad in any way or whatever. Like it's a 10 out of 10 record, but it just it's me. This is me. And fast forward to this past weekend, this album comes out. I wish you guys could see my first reaction. I was literally moved to tears
Yes,
from this
bro.
record. When I'm throughout this entire reaction thing segment, I'm going to be resisting the urge to sing every single song. But uh if we go track by track, and we will have a review coming out soon, a formal review, like like you said, it starts off with what we've already known, or with what we already know. The intro. We go into Leave the Door Open, which is like an amazing kind of, like, if you're playing this in like 20 years, and the person wasn't there to listen to Leave the Door Open 100,000 times on the radio,
Yeah.
then this is an incredible intro to just what Silk Sonic is.
Mhm.
The way the drums kind of transition, uh, and then you get into Fly As Me, and that's one of the records I was waiting for. We'd never gotten those
Yeah.
hype, that the real party funk stuff that we were looking forward to. And then you get into this, whew, Smoking Out the Window, Put On a Smile.
Yeah.
Like, those were like heavy hitters to me, like that.
Super heavy.
Those might have been, yeah, I think I texted you this. This album had three of the five best listening experiences I've ever had, ever. And
Yeah.
that was um Smoking Out the Window, Put On a Smile, and Blast Off.
Yeah.
Those three songs to me really just reminded me why I love music. And it's because that it speaks to you, it makes you feel stuff, but also it's fun, and it allows you to, you can dance, you can sing along. It's a soundtrack to your life at some points. And I am not exaggerating for a single, like, look, I've said some hyperbole stuff on this podcast before, but like, I am not joking. I'm gonna look right into the camera for this one.
Oh shit. Okay.
I have not listened to anything else other than the Silk Sonic album since it's come out. Okay, like, it is becoming a problem, I
Bro, I
think.
believe you.
Maybe there's like a solid hour in total where I like listen to something else, maybe like during a workout or something, just to switch up the vibe. But this Silk Sonic album is incredible. It is everything I wanted it to be.
Yes.
And wow, this is so. What are for getting into the album itself, and kind of just, what was the song that kind of solidified to you, like, okay, they did it, like they finally, they lived up to our expectations? Or first of all, did it live up to your expectations?
Yes. It definitely exceeded them, I think. I felt like there was so much
Yeah.
writing on this album, and I was like, I'm going in. I was like, I'm going to have high expectations because that's what we deserve for waiting this long. And I was like, wow, they really did it. And the moment that I recognized that was, I think, "Put On a Smile" was, that's my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
When I heard that for the first time, and I was like, whoa, like they
Mhm.
really made like a masterpiece. And I was like tweeting. That's when I started tweeting about it. I started like just going off, and like everyone else was posting about it. So I was talking to a bunch of other people about the album. So it was a dope moment when I was like,
Was it
damn,
was it that note?
yeah. When after Bruno hits it, I'm like, all right, this is the best Bruno song like he's ever made. The
Yeah.
best songs Bruno's ever made. Um, mainly,
Oh,
yeah, mainly
yeah.
because I was like, I've always wanted. I think I've said this in like a couple of our reviews of like Bruno's music, where I'm like, I want to have that one song where he hits that note, he like strains. His voice is too buttery, like it's too perfect. I want to hear him
Mhm.
struggle, like. And Put On a Smile like was the first time he did that. I was like, yo, finally. So it was like all these little things I've always wanted from Bruno and Anderson .Paak, and they all did it and even more. So I was just super super happy after the first listen.
Yeah, someone's got to check on whenever Bruno Mars is like the life of the party and like really happy. People should go check up on him. Like, When I Was Your Man and Put On a Smile. Like, he keeps saying, like, yo, when I'm really happy, that's when I'm the saddest I've ever been. So
Yeah.
just anyone who knows Bruno, like, check up on him when he's really happy. But yeah, Put On a Smile. was absolutely like that moment to me where I was like, oh, like this is the album. Like
Dude,
we just got a 10 out of 10 classic, a hood classic up in here.
a hood
Like
classic.
wow.
I would
um
I would go into I could
yeah,
say so many
and
things just about that song, but I'll save it for the review. But like just that song alone, I was like, dude, this is so crazy. Just the structure of it and everything.
absolutely. Yeah. I think what and then and the fact that no, I'll save that for the review actually. But yeah, this is the tricky part about doing the stream right before the review is that we
I
had
know.
so much to talk about, but I do want to keep it to just the reactions here. Um, what so did do you feel like having I guess four out of the nine songs already out and like able to be listened to, did that really like hurt or not hurt, but did it kind of stunt your how you were able to enjoy the album? Or because for me personally, like this album, the quality of it was so good that I felt like I was listening to it for the first time, like
Yeah.
genuine, like except Leave the Door Open. That one I've heard so many times in so many different contexts, but I was still able to enjoy that again, that transition from intro to Leave the Door Open. Was that on your mind at all? Like, were you at all hoping like or wishing like, I wish I heard less of this prior to it? Or is it just kind of the album is what it is?
I mean, I'm kind of the same way where I was like, "Leave the Door Open" is what it is. It's like it's a great song, but we've heard it a million times. But I feel like Skate and um, smoking out the window sound
Mhm.
completely different now in the context of like all the other songs. So now I'm like, oh, these are like I understand like why these songs were placed where they are and like why they're doing what they're doing compared to the other songs. Um, and so honestly, it kind of made it better. I did say like right after I finished the album, I'm like, this is way too short. Like I ran it back again, but like it's way too short. But I can understand why it's that short sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, I think the fact that I heard those songs early like didn't really matter that much to me, and it kind of made it better because then I could be like, oh, I can sing along to this one, like while I'm listening to the album for the first time.
Yeah. I think yeah, I've been listening to interviews with Silk Sonic, and it does sound like the album was not finished, or
Yeah.
we just got something. I'll bring it up on the review, and I'll have little clips here and there.
Okay.
But yeah, it does. The general attitude seems to be like, yeah, this was not. We were kind of forced here to drop the album, and luckily it ended up being, people have been saying, album of the year, album of the year, album of
Yeah.
the decade already. And we're not gonna spoil the Our Thoughts Awards, but I will say this album pushed me to start the
Yeah.
document for the Our Thoughts Awards. We'll be starting up that soon,
The
which I'm
nomination
really excited
process has
for.
begun officially.
Yes, this album initiated that process, and excited to. There's so much to be excited for, but the Our Thoughts Awards, especially this year's, will be super amazing. We're looking to outdo ourselves last year,
Yes.
or last year's Our Thoughts Award. So, here's hoping. But yeah, Silk Sonic. Real quick, off the top of your head, what were some of your favorite moments, favorite bars, favorite lyrics? Stuff like that, stuff that just stood out to you, first reaction.
Um, favorite bar. Okay, I think some of my favorite moments, definitely in "Fly as Me." The very first thing you hear, the like boing, like the like little like bell that
Like,
goes off, is so funny.
yeah, yeah.
I have to point it out every time. I'm always just like boing. It's like it's kind of like the ding that they use in that SZA and Doja Cat song, like one of those like really
Okay, yeah.
satisfying sound effects. So that was the first thing I heard, and I was like, "What was that?" um, Another thing that stood out for me, probably a lot of like Anderson Paak's really quirky lines. He has like some funny flows where he'll like kind of get into like I don't know. It reminded me of like
I'm gonna boo you up like it's the Apollo.
yeah,
Like
it kind of
that little
reminds me
bit
of,
implies me.
yeah, it reminds me of like when Kendrick goes into his like he's Baby Keem and it's like that
Yeah.
like weird
We
offbeat
are not
flow.
the Waynes.
Yeah. And so I love that. I was like, okay, this is dope. Like it's kind of different
Hmm.
in a funky way. So definitely some of their fun lyrics always stood out. And like I'm starting to I already know all the lines like for majority of the songs. And so
Yeah.
I'll like they just stand out so easily. Um yeah, what else? What else? I mean, definitely Bruno's note on "Put on a Smile" was definitely a huge moment. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's
Oof.
like I can say all of it was a moment in and of itself. But no,
Yeah.
it was a fun listening experience. What about you? What are your favorite little Easter eggs
Little
throughout?
moments.
Maybe something we aren't
Uh,
familiar with.
well, one thing that that I noticed since we last streamed that I really enjoy every time I listen to it, and I just can't help but do. But when smoking out the window, I love that he goes smoking out the window. Like it sounds like he's taking a quick hit real quick right before
Yeah,
he
yeah,
sings
yeah.
it. I love that. I love the different. I love it. What one thing I found from the interview that I can talk about on here just because it's not really a review part, but uh they were talking about how they this even though this album is 9 songs, they could make a whole like concert set
Yeah.
based on this album just because they could keep bringing songs back like a reprise, kind of thing. And I was and throughout the album, if you listen to it, you can see kind of where they could lead, for example, like leave the door open at the very top of the set list
Yeah.
into like skate and then into and then go from skate to smoking out the window and to put on a smile back into leave the door open.
Mhm.
um like there's like little moments like motifs like I forget which song it is. I think 777 where they say like can you feel it, and
Mhm.
similar to like leave the door open. And so little stuff like that, little nuggets to keep in mind next time you like listen to it.
That's cool.
um, and when one thing, yeah, Anderson Paak's lyrics on, like, I'm gonna keep talking about. No, it's put on a smile. I love that even on the super sad song, it's a ballad. It's that ballad that you were looking for. I remember we kept
Yes.
talking about like, okay, there's gonna be this song on the Silk Sonic album that is like this is the sad song. This is Smoking Out the Window was like a sad hype. It was like a toxic sad song kind of thing,
Yeah.
but this was just pure sadness, which I liked. And when I love that he goes after Bruno pours his heart out, he's like, "Oh, if I could turn back the watch on my Rolly," like he's still flexing
Mhm.
even when he's like at his most sad. Like that to me is hilarious. There's a lot of cute little moments like that.
Mhm.
Like the more you listen to it, the more you find, which I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep loving this album as much as I
Yeah.
have. So I don't know. Yeah. We is there anything else you wanna say about this album real quick before
I think I'll save
transition?
for the review because I feel like this was our initial thoughts. Obviously,
Yeah.
we love the album, but I think I'm ready to go deep diving into the tracks themselves. But we'll save it for the review, which is probably coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. We will be recording that for sure. Very, 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 very soon. I will say this. I love this album more than life itself. And I cannot wait to get the deluxe, which is absolutely like absolutely gonna happen here. Like if we're just guessing,
For
there's
sure.
definitely gonna be a deluxe on this album.
I hope.
Jose here asks, very off topic, but favorite verse off Monster by Kanye.
I can't even think of that song right now. I'm too
I know,
wrapped
yeah,
up into
right.
Silk Sonic.
I
I don't
know, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. It's hard to think of like rap right now, but
Um, who's even on that song?
it's like Jay-Z, Nicki,
Nicki.
Ye, obviously.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj for
yeah,
sure.
she snapped.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I think she's the consensus favorite on that record, but I will say Jay-Z went in on that one. I think he's a decent close second. There's not too far of a gap between Nicki and Jay-Z. So
Hmm.
there you go. Thank you for the question, Jose. But speaking of Kanye,
There you go.
we've got some really good news here. Drake and Kanye are good. Is that are there? I guess they're. It reminded me a lot of like when your mom would like tell you and your sibling to like, yo, like make up right now. And
Mm-hmm.
then that picture came out of them smiling together, and then they'd be like, all right, now smile for this photo. And you're like kind of reluctant, you got your hands in your pockets and you're just like,
Yeah.
like sure, like a half-assed smile. But so in case some backstory, let me just recap what happened. The two there, if you look on Drake's Instagram, there's like a video of Drake and Ye kind of buddy chilling at a Dave Chappelle, I think, like performance, or no, it was a screening of his untitled documentary in Toronto. And apparently they had dinner that night and then went to that show, and again, you can check out the video of them laughing it up.
Mm-hmm.
And allegedly, no, it's not allegedly, it's confirmed actually. December 9th, they will be having a performance, a concert. They're going to be sharing the stage in it's a concert to, like, I think in commemoration of freeing Larry Hoover,
Yeah.
who is like a gang member who was wrongfully incarcerated, if I recall correctly. So and you sent me this again. What was your first reaction to just seeing Drake and Ye being all like, "Hey, yo, like that's crazy," with like knife talk in the background, a song that is about,
Oh.
Drake not trusting Ye,
I didn't even
like,
I didn't even pick up on that. No, yeah, I thought it was funny. I was just like, look at these two, bro. Like, they're so about the stupid bullshit that everybody feeds into all the time. Like, it's just funny because like
I
we
know.
like people on Twitter like us, like, we get so wrapped up in like, oh, the Drake beef, bro. Like, Kanye and Drake are beefing, and it's like you always wonder if they even are like reading these like opinions of people about someone who's mad at someone else. Like, like they're so far removed, and like clearly they care because they're like, yo, look, like we're making up now. And so they just wanted to stir the pot or something. But I was like, this is kind of crazy, especially now that they're gonna perform together. Like, what are they? I feel like they're just gonna start fighting or something, like just to like make it entertaining for us. They have to. They just at least
Like
if
in
you're
the
gonna
middle of
perform, you have to fight.
might as well, right?
Yeah.
Like I just like in the middle of them performing Glow, the "Watch out for me," but
Yeah.
and you just hear fists. Just I I would pay whatever amount of dollars for that, for to see that performance, because that is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Uh, I don't know. Are we? Do you see them getting on a record together anytime soon?
I don't know about a record. I feel like I don't know. We'll see how the concert goes. I think if they can get along together while they're performing, they can probably get along in a studio, I think. Or like if they can get along coordinating this concert together, then it'll
Yeah.
maybe lead to something, but hopefully this doesn't make it worse. Hopefully like there's no falling out because of the concert and then all of a sudden it's diss tracks. That'd be worst case scenario.
Even more like it's even, yeah, like somehow it's even worse than it was before.
Yeah.
uh that would be that I don't know, what I'm looking for from this performance is just like, I just want to see the general body language. I want to see if they like genuinely fuck with each other again,
Yeah.
which I doubt. I sincerely doubt. I doubt it just changes like that. But one thing I do remember reading though is, like a long time ago, it was back in 2015, like before Views came out. It was Ye and it was Drake, and they were supposed to come out with like a collab album together. It was called Wolves, I think, and I think they just completely scrapped it,
Oh,
and it just didn't. Yeah, it just never came up. What's up, Guerre? And
what up?
yeah, shout out to you getting off work, man. That's always the best feeling. Uh, Jose, the Our Thoughts EP better than any
Damn.
Kanye album.
Deep cut, bro.
Yo,
We brought it
I,
up.
f- I fuck with you, Jose. I fuck with you heavy.
That's funny, bro.
But yeah, hey man, I would love to see like a Book of Genesis Part One type thing with Ye and Drake, where they go back and forth. Um, can we get a quick rap battle between Ye and Drake and Baby Keem and
Yo,
Kendrick?
the greats claiming their throne. Who they claim their spot on the top 5 by battling each other.
Yeah, why not? Why not? That'll be fun. I don't know. I will keep an eye out on this one. There's not much really to report. It's more just like this happened. Very excited to see like how what
Yeah.
it turns into. I don't know if you guys heard
The
that
intern is
clapping over there.
is
There's
that
a
the intern's at the door?
yeah, right now he's just clapping cheeks right now, right outside my
Whoa.
door. No, there's a Warriors game going on right now, so that's what
Oh
that
shit.
was. And this is a pro Warriors household, and we are the number one team. Anyways, back to Drake and Ye.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know.
Skipping the game for this. He cares.
I know. I'm dedicated to this pod and shit, man. But yeah, Drake and Ye. We'll keep an eye on that. December 9th. Save the date. Keep an eye on Twitter. Twitter will let you know when this happens. But speaking
Mm-hmm.
of Ye, we got the Ye Deluxe. The
Yes,
Ye
sir.
Deluxe.
The Yay
The
Deluxe.
Donda Deluxe. That sounds like a nice like perfume bundle. The Ye Deluxe. I would love that.
It sounds like the Yay Deluxe comes with like a side of fries or something.
That's the close. It's the sequel to like the Travis Scott meal and the Saweetie meal.
Yeah, the
It's
Yay
the
Deluxe, the Donda Deluxe deal or
yeah
something like that.
yeah. uh, yeah, the Donda Deluxe. There you go. We got a couple of notable additions. We finally got Life of the Party, the track with Andre 3000, a track called Never Abandon Your Family. I think there's what
Mm-hmm.
is it? There's another couple records on there. I just forgot to write them down. But and also another interesting thing, the deluxe songs were like added into the track list like
Yeah.
they were on the album like to begin with, which was really interesting. It wasn't like at the very end they
No,
just stack it on there, and it kind of moved some of the songs over. That's
they
another
fucked
thing
it
that I
all
thought
up,
was
bro.
interesting. Like "Come to Life" was
It's
okay.
all
So there
messed
you go.
up.
We can just go right into it. Yeah. So the deluxe album fucked it up. Could you explain kind of what it is that what was it about the original that changed that is now fucked up in the
Well,
deluxe?
yeah. I mean, it was just kind of they were just kind of placed randomly. It seemed like because I'm like, it's like the we get the Andre 3000 track, which is like a very vulnerable track about like his mom, and then it goes into Off the Grid, and I'm like, why are we? That was weird, you know. It's like this is definitely not meant to be
Yeah.
here. All of a sudden, it goes in some drill beat with Playboy Cardi, you know, or something. Yeah, so
And then like praise God right into Come to Life.
yeah, I was like, what? That's supposed to be at the bottom. So it's all messed up. But it's fine. I didn't listen to the track list again. I'm not gonna do that. But I just skipped and went to the actual new song,
Yeah.
um, which was hard to find because all the song names are the same to me, like in my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just a track list. But I did like the songs that were added. They felt
Hmm.
very different. They felt like they were not really a part of the original like plan for Donda.
Yeah.
They felt definitely like he was still working on stuff, and like they just feel different than any other songs on there, but they're still good. It's just very different.
Yeah. Yeah. I like one of the things that we like applauded Donda for was it being kind of like again, like you said, splatters on the wall, but it all kind of makes sense. And another thing was that it kind of is more like the score of a play, but the songs that were brought in didn't really they felt like actual songs as opposed to
Yeah.
like the score of some kind of play like the rest of Donda was.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I mean, I guess maybe he was just in the studio while like after Donda came out, I was like, yo, let me just add these on there. I don't think they were intended to be dropped like this. And also, yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention Tyler the Creator, background vocals and Come to Life. Did
Yes.
you what did you think about that?
I thought it was cool. I noticed a lot of differences in some of the songs. There were some things that they changed for sure.
Mhm.
Um, but I thought that was cool. I actually enjoyed Tyler's contribution to it, mainly
Mhm.
because it was like, oh, this is a little different. And so I'm like, kind of, it was just because I noticed it. I was like, okay, I like what he did there. It didn't ruin the song or anything. But then you look at like, what is the song? There's a song. All the track names are the same. It's with there's a Kid Cudi was added to the end of it, and they lengthened like the Gob Galab sample for like another minute. And I was like,
Oh
this
yeah,
is so
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I'm like, why did you do this? Um, but yeah, so there's a lot of changes on there that I noticed, which was interesting. So it was like people were saying that this Dawn of Deluxe is like, oh, we got some new content, but then we also got a patch notes. You know, it's like a video game. It's like the developers keep working on it.
Yeah, that the thing is like the more he works on it, the more he fucks it up. Like
Yeah,
we've been saying, like it's so weird. I
it's just
usually
patched
so
together.
so maybe it's good that they just like took it out of his hands and dropped the album because who knows what we would have gotten as like our first listening experience of Donda if he just kept going.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been weird. One change I did like was that he finally put Hurricane right at or Moon right after Hurricane. I was like, why was this not
that's
done
what I
already?
did, bro. I knew that I was like, this has to be different. From the beginning, we knew the track list
Yeah,
was messed up.
yeah, but it's still better than what it currently is for the deluxe, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, go check out Matt's Spotify playlist profile. It's somewhere in there. His version of Donda.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, Matt even added his own verses on there. You know, just for shits and giggles. Uh, but hey, Finn is making a pizza right now, and that's funny because I literally just had pizza earlier today, so
Are you
that's cool.
for real? I also had pizza earlier today.
Wow, look at what kind of pizza?
It was the it was a frozen pizza
Okay.
by
It's
CPK.
oh, okay. I have a joke with my brother. You know that commercial that goes like DiGiorno's is like, oh, it's not delivery, it's
Yeah.
DiGiorno's. My brother always and I like to say like, oh, it's not delivery, it's even worse. It's like I had it was Little Caesars. I had Little Caesars. Like I don't know. We tried out like their.
Nice.
It's like Little Caesars, man. They're on some shit. It was like a pizza calzone type thing.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't even know, man. It
Is
was
this
crazy.
do you get pizza on game days? Was that what it was?
We get yeah we get like food like we really like show out for on game days. But today we
Damn,
were like, yeah, let's get pizza. Pizza is the vibe today.
that's fun.
Because yeah, we were just watching. Go. I highly suggest if you guys love pizza, go check out the Pizza Show on YouTube. It's this guy also named Francesco, by the way, which was like pretty
Yo.
crazy. One thing I noticed because all my life I'd been looking for someone that's also named Francesco, and then and I've never met another person. But then I'm watching this show, Pizza Show, and he goes to like Italy. He's always hanging out with Italian people for with pizzerias, and everyone's named Francesco.
Oh.
So that's just been super like, oh, you're also named Francesco.
That's
That's
funny.
cool. So yeah, we're all eating pizza today. It's a pizza day.
Yes.
So yeah. I don't know. Anything else you want to say about the Donda Deluxe?
Yeah, I like the tracks. I thought one thing they need to get rid of the censors on the Andre 3000 song. That is not
Yeah.
okay.
Just the album as a whole,
Yeah.
honestly.
Just make a
Uh,
PG say it's rated R so that your kids don't go on your phone and play the wrong version or something. Cuz I feel like that's why he does it.
yeah, because yeah, I'm sure like, he wants his kids to be able to hear an
Mhm.
album dedicated to their grandmother. Yeah, put out like an R. Yeah, that would be cool. Donda, the R-rated version.
Or like Donda and then in parentheses like Kim, don't play this one or something like that. Or like not for kids.
Yeah. Not for the kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love that. I think that's the right way to go. That's something we've said like since it came out was like, what is the deal with these censors? He
Mhm.
even censored himself. Like he curses on the album.
I know. I'm like, bruh.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. However, that's just yay, man. Honestly, like if you watched one thing we forgot to mention that we'll just mention real quick, the Yay Drink Champs interview. What an
Yes.
incredible kind of like 2 hours worth of content right there. They really kind of you really felt like they gave a really nice environment for him to be comfortable in,
Mhm.
you know, and every like 2 minutes they're applauding for some reason, which I found kind of obnoxious at a certain point. But I was like, I get it. You know, you have someone as like egotistical as Ye, you kind of have to hype him up to get him comfortable.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Did you? What were some things that you enjoyed from that interview? Just because you were just while talking about Ye.
Um, I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. It was a long
Yeah.
interview, and he just goes on these insane rants.
Yeah.
I made it through the uh, Joe Budden, no,
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah, the Joe Rogan podcast one, and that one was like a journey in and of
Uh huh.
itself. Um,
Yeah.
um, and so I was like, okay, let me just pick the one thing that really stood out to me, and that was when he got up and randomly said like that his biggest regret was signing Big Sean, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what did he mean by that? Like,
Where did this come from?
yeah, and like he just kind of said it on a whim, and I was like, I guess, but like he's not like that bad.
Hmm.
But it kind of was just like, damn, like he's just saying anything right now, and like I don't even think Big Sean, like I don't know if he said anything about it, but everyone was just like, damn, like is Kanye throwing shots at Big Sean now, and like nothing happened. I feel like Big Sean kind of knows, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was weird. Didn't really know what to think of that. What did
Yeah.
you?
And what was really interesting was,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, what was that?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I just saw that Big Sean posted like, "Yo, I just seen you like 2 weeks ago, and everything was cool. What happened? Like, why are we?
Yeah,
Why is my name in your mouth? Like, why are you saying these things about me?"
right.
So I don't know. It sounds like yeah, it was really random to Big Sean as well. Uh, and the way he said it too, he like he got up, got the little tombstone. He was like,
Yeah,
"When I die, I wanted to say I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean."
it was like, damn, what? He was probably like, bro,
Yeah.
what did I do?
And then, and then what I loved about that moment too was the fact that Nori, the guy who conducted the interview, he misheard it. He was like, "Oh,
Oh
so
yeah,
he's like, Ye was like, oh, Big Sean was the worst thing I've ever done as the head of my label," and Nori was like, "Oh, that's really sweet. That's so sweet," and he applauded it. And he's like,
oh
"No,
yeah.
the worst, not the best."
He was like, oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck, man.
Did
Damn.
you see the Did you see the clip of that same guy? He was interviewing T Pain, and he was like, yeah, me and this dude like we do not get along, and ever since this day we've like been falling out. And he's just like, okay, for sure, for sure. And then it's like Pain's like, I don't know why we are applauding. Like I just said
Hyping
that
that
two
up.
people don't. I just said I hate this dude, and you're like, okay, for sure.
Yeah,
It's like,
great. Oh, dude, that's incredible.
he's like, amazing, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, and then everyone's like, what the hell?
I don't know. That's one thing I didn't really like about the interview. It's just like, why are we applauding this? Like, after a certain point, don't your hands get sore? Like,
It's so
I
funny.
would be done applauding someone after like 30 minutes. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was hilarious. After a while, you kind of just, it just becomes comical at a certain
yeah,
point, and you just start to enjoy for what it is. Apparently, this is my first time watching like Drink Champs, and apparently, it's all about giving people their flowers and all that stuff. So,
that's cool.
I can
Alright.
get with that concept, but damn, like, come on, let's. You guys can't keep clapping in my ear like that, and then the air horns and all that stuff.
I know. I was like, bruh.
Yeah. Another thing that I found really interesting that he said was regarding Donda, and this is the last point until we transition to our next thing here. But one thing he said was like that he noticed that, oh, like Drake was doing his thing with music, Drake and Kendrick and all them, and then we got like Virgil doing fashion and someone doing architecture, and he said that, oh, like I don't want to be the villain, but this Donda era was me being Thanos and like taking the Infinity Gauntlet and showing like, oh, I can do everything, and to the best of my abilities, and showing like, oh, I'm sure that's why like the Yeezy Gap stuff was really kind of starting to go into fruition. It's
Yeah.
why, yeah, the album came out. It's why we got the film, the Jesus is King film, like
Mm-hmm.
a while back. Like he just wanted to show that like I'm still that dude in all these different avenues.
Yeah.
So I thought I really like getting that perspective, and which was, I guess, I want to think about it a little more, just because like I want to think about the Yonda,
Yonder.
the Yandi timeline now, and how it turned into Donda. I don't know. I think there's a cool video to be made there that we can eventually do. Like maybe another one of our like explained timeline videos we can do.
Yeah, the
But
Yandi to Donda pipeline or iceberg or something like that, where we like go into
yeah.
like the past early versions of all these songs and like where they've evolved to.
Oh God, dude, that is literally gonna be that meme that I like using a lot, where it's like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're doing all the theories and stuff. Like that'll be us like
Mm-hmm.
connecting so many different dots. Uh, Jose, yeah, we did mention, yeah, Tyler was in fact on the Come to Life deluxe version. It's really interesting. It
Mm-hmm.
was I personally was indifferent towards it. Like I could take it or leave it. Matt liked it. Uh, yeah, really interesting addition there. But yeah, no, Ye is kind of going all out recently, which I really appreciate. He also said like, oh, SNL made SNL. This is another one of those like iconic Ye moments where he was like, oh, SNL made Kim say that we were divorced. We're not divorced. And then he goes on for a little bit and he's like, let me just say, Kim got a publicist next to her. I don't fuck with her. And
Oh,
everyone was just laughing their ass off. And it was um, like first of all, rip to that publicist. They're about to get so
damn.
many that video tweeted like at them so many times. But yeah, I will be watching. There's a part two, which is like even crazier. That there's more to this. I'll try to just watch it like in the background or something. I'm not gonna try to invest my whole brain into it just because that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go. There's our Yay update. Let's
Crazy,
get
bro.
into. I know. We talked about Yay. Let's talk about Drake a little bit here. And I know we've talked a lot. A lot of what we talk about Drake has been kind of,
I
you know,
mean,
skeptical. Couple. Wait, what?
the theme for today.
Yeah, there
BBL
you
Drake,
go.
the latest trend.
Yeah. I mean, what else? What else do we need to say?
Yeah.
Was very recently the 10th anniversary of Drake's. You know, I almost want to say like the album that really like brought him into like what we know as Drake, but there's a couple of different moments you could point
Yeah.
that to. Um, 10th anniversary of Take Care. Like what a crazy album. Uh, just real quick, like what are some of your favorite songs on this album? What were any songs that aged well, horrifically for you? Like I know for me, Marvin's Room is just like a meme nowadays. Like it
Mm-hmm.
is like I can't enjoy it other than just for the memes of it and as a joke, but there's a lot to like about this album. What were some things that you love about it?
um, I love obviously Crew Love, one of my favorite songs. Um, by The Weeknd and Drake.
Yes.
And I just remember because I saw him perform it live, and I was just reminded like, yo, this song goes very hard. And
Mm.
so even 10 years after, it's still a dope song. And then obviously, this song always makes me laugh because it's just so like sexual for no reason, and it's because it's with Lil Wayne that I think it's funny. But
Oh
the
yeah.
hell yeah, fucking right, funny ass song. I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
aged poorly and kind of well at the same time. But
If it
I
was out
kind of
today, it would
iconic.
be a sick ass TikTok song.
Yeah. Just
I could
wait. They're
even
gonna find it. They're gonna find it.
yeah. In fact, let's try that right now. Let's not
we'll
right now, but let's try to make it the trend on our
we'll make it. Well,
like our
yeah,
thoughts TikTok like that we haven't touched.
yeah. We'll do it. We'll make our own trend.
Yeah, there you go. The hell yeah fucking right challenge. I don't know what we got to do, but yeah, some songs that I enjoy from this album, man. First of all, I remember it so well because it was during the Swagapino era that we love and refer to so many times. You know, crew neck, I heart boobies, bracelets and socks, all that stuff.
Oh my god.
Fake glasses, no lenses.
The the
Good
fake
times, man.
Nike bracelets everyone would wear that give you like fuel and
Oh
all
my
that dumb shit.
God, yeah. Oh yeah, what was it? There's another one. It was like Power Balance, I think, was another
Something like
one.
that. Under
That was
Armour. I don't know.
in that realm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're just talking about. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Uh, Goodwood chain, Oakland Raiders cap, all that stuff. Uh, I love some of my favorite records off this album. The Ride, again, another Weeknd Drake collab on this album. Again, it doesn't go understated that the Weeknd really helped make this album what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he didn't write every single song, but he made a lot of the vibes and a lot of the tone of the record.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Another one, Cameras, Good Ones Go, Interlude. That's another great song. I don't know. Yeah. And one of the few Drake Kendrick collabs that we've gotten up to this point, Buried Alive Interlude. I wonder if we'll ever get another one just
Yeah.
because, they've been beefing. I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
haven't, there was a point where we knew they were beefing and now it's just kind of like up in the air. Fuck that album, fuck that single, fuck that album, burn that hard drive.
Right.
Uh, that's the latest and greatest we've gotten on that beef. Um, but yeah, let us know what are some of your like favorite moments. Do you have any moments from this album that you remember? Like Curry says here, used to listen to Hell Yeah Fucking Right playing COD.
Damn, bro. What?
Dude, like you're a real one. You're a real one. Because I definitely remember also like maybe not exactly listening to this album, but around that time I was getting into Call of Duty and
That's true.
good
That's
times,
true.
man. Good times. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and also yeah, let us know what are some of your favorite favorite songs off this album, and if you think this is Drake's best album. Do you think you don't think it is, right?
No, I like If you're reading this, it's too late. I think it's his best album.
Yeah, that one aged the best, I think.
It still sounds really good. And then obviously nothing was the same.
Yeah, that was him like kind of leaning into like the trap sound. I definitely
Mm-hmm.
agree. I think this is I don't think this is his best one. I think this is just my favorite one, just because I think I like when he goes into that sad boy, like when he leans into it. This kind of
Mm-hmm.
started that perception of him being a little softer than a lot of the rappers that were like what rap was before
BBL Drake. You can say it.
BBL Drake. Yeah. Let's be honest. The Drake that you see, the Drake that you see around us right now was started because of this album.
Yeah.
So, fun times. Take care. What an album. Probably gonna listen to it tonight because why not? Some other things that we will be listening to tonight. Very fun drop.
Yes.
Schedule thingy tonight. So, first of all, single Freddie Gibbs. Someone mentioned it before, but
Yes,
Freddie Gibbs will
sir.
be dropping a single BI featuring Jada Kiss, which was like super. I haven't heard his name in a while, but Jada Love. I remember listening to him way back when, but I'm very happy to see him again. I think is this the first single off of his new album, Triple S?
I think
I
so.
think
I hope. Let
so.
me double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so our first peek at Freddie Gibbs' follow-up album to
Mm-hmm.
Alfredo. Uh, what an album, Alfredo. Like I love Nas, but that should have won the rap album of the year for me from the Grammys.
Nah, for real
Uh,
though.
yeah, that album's incredible. I still listen to that to this day. And then coming up, the highlight drop of the week, I think, Adele
Yes. Wait,
album number 30.
is it out? Has it dropped, or is it not out
It
yet?
is dropping in I think 2 hours.
Okay. For some reason, people are saying that it's out. Maybe I don't know. I assumed that it was out because people were already reacting. I was like, wait, what? But
Oh, you know
okay.
what it was? I think it's because of that one night with Adele performance that she
Oh.
had recently. Have you seen that meme of it's like her? It's like, oh, she was performing Someone Like You, and she looks like she's performing like a Skepta song.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Adele is like, I feel like she fucks with hip hop like super heavy and grime and all that, which
Yeah,
is
for real.
I can tell she's a real one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna keep an eye on that. Definitely don't let that be the first album you listen to tonight. Like your whole night will be ruined.
I'm gonna wait for that one.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, next thing you know, you'll be just on the floor, shaking, crying, throwing up, all that fun stuff. You'd probably want to listen to these other albums first. Uh,
Yes.
for Snoop Dogg's The Algorithm album, there's some cool features on there. I'll always check out Snoop Dogg. Why not? And also we got our first kind of significant Christmas album,
Let's
which I'm very
go.
excited for. Bryson Tiller, A Different
Yes.
Christmas. We're getting Christmas album from Bryson Tiller, which I'm very excited for. I don't know what if it's gonna be straight Christmas, if it's gonna be R&B infused, if it's gonna be like trap soul but Christmas vibes. I don't know. I'm excited to check it out. I
I think
know
it'd be
Matt
cool.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
Uh,
really. I want more people to do Christmas albums because the select
yeah.
few that we have are so old now. So Bryson Tiller Christmas, I'm definitely for it.
Yeah. Like I've been really like fucking with the Spotify singles that have been
Mm-hmm.
coming out the last couple years for Christmas. So I'm excited for that. Curry brings up, yeah, the weekend would drop a sick ass like sad Christmas album, I think, like a
Yeah,
Christmas blues uh
yeah.
thing. Like I wish he
Haunted strip club Christmas.
if you're celebrating Christmas at a strip club, you are one sick ass dude.
That would be the weekend, bro. It's
That
fitting.
yeah,
He's
I can see
sick.
it. Okay. All right, now you bring it up.
Yeah,
The weekend, yeah. I can see him. Merry Christmas,
yeah.
you know.
He'd just be like shooting up the place. Merry Christmas.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Merry
Like
Christmas, you
yeah,
filthy animals.
exactly.
But we will also be getting the God, the GOAT, the innovator, the one who did everything first.
Everything. The first
Soldier
man.
Boy.
Soldier
The
Boy.
first man on the yeah, man. He was history likes to name him Adam and from Adam and Eve, but it really was Soldier Boy. If you actually read
Adam and Eve, it was just Soldier and Boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. He'll be dropping an album BD2, so very excited to not listen to that album. Count Juicy, yo, welcome to the first stream. Everyone say what's up to Juicy. I like
Juicy.
that name. As you can see, we got a juicy young fellow. I don't like how I
Whoa.
said that.
We got a juicy BBL behind us.
Yeah.
BBL Drake that.
But,
Anyway.
anyways, we just got done recapping a lot of the music dropping tonight. If there is any more, then I don't know. We forgot to say it, but there you go. Let us know what some of the new songs were on Twitter. We will be, um, I, I don't know, the Adele album. I'll definitely be tweeting about that
Hmm.
whenever I get around to listening to that. But we want to wrap the stream up with a nice little segment that in honor of Silk Sonic dropping one of our favorite a collab that we didn't know we needed until we got it, and it ended up being one of the greatest things we've ever heard. We wanted to go ahead and like collect some of our some collab albums that we'd like to see.
Yes.
Now, yeah, what? Go ahead, give us one of your requested a wish list of collab albums.
Okay. Number one, I will have to say, I kind of went at it. It's more like, it's so easy for people to be like, oh, I wish this person and this person would collab, but I feel like it has to be like right and realistic for it to be like an actual, collab album that I could see working together. But we've talked about it before briefly on a stream, but I was speaking of stream, I was on a live stream, an Instagram live stream with Gallant, and I was talking to him like he used to do it every Tuesday, and so I would like kind of tune in, and he only has so many people in the chat, so I'd like kind of comment random shit, and someone started talking about him collabing with people, and he's like, you know what I would do? I would make we would be like a trio, and it would be me, Giveon, and Brent Faiyaz, and we'd be like Boys to Men Part 2 or something, or like Boys Who Cry from SpongeBob, like some or whatever it's called.
Damn, that's a hilarious reference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said, and I'm like, dude, that would be amazing, and so everyone started going crazy. So I could totally see that happening too, like all of them coming together on a project would be kind of crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah. The way they play off of each other, especially like with what we've already seen from Silk Sonic with the 70s, I could see them doing that for like 90s R&B, 2000s. Yeah. That Boys to Men, the three men harmony type thing that they always love to do. Oh, that they would murder that.
It'd be dope.
And all of those artists have not missed. ever.
ever.
Like,
Yeah.
so I doubt that they would miss working together. Like that would be incredible. Absolutely. I do remember when you said that, and it is something that is in the Our Thoughts archive. It was
Uh,
and I doubt it'll be coming out anytime soon. It was our reviews and like kind of reactions to the Travis Scott cacti stuff. Like we remember
oh,
we got
yeah.
together in this very room and we went through the entire cacti pack. And I honestly, at this point, I just don't see us putting it out just because of recent events.
Oh, true, true.
So, but yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I'm glad that because that is an incredible collab if that were to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. By the way, how many? Just so I know, how many collabs you have?
Only like three.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah. So for me, I'll go with a trio myself. One trio, we got one for the men. Let me get one for the ladies out here,
There you go.
out in the chat. I think that this would be a cool collaboration between three of my favorite R&B artists, Ari Lennox, SZA, and Summer Walker. I think
Oh
would
man.
create what I just wrote here, Destiny's Grandchildren. I think they would just be so they would create an album that would be the to the detriment of every single man out there currently dating a woman, because just like
Bro.
that album would fuel Instagram captions like you've never seen before, better than any Drake album, better than
Every
better than
woman would
any
be
one of these
unhinged.
artists. Yeah. Yeah, everyone would be, shaking their crystals at home, making wishes, referring to their pattern apps and all that
Oh my
stuff.
god.
It would shake the world as we know it. And yeah, I think this trio, Ari Lennox, says that they each provide a little something different with regards to their voice. They can go I don't know. They can just do whatever they want. And again, they could lean into that 2000s R&B type thing. Destiny's Child. They could also just do like modern day music.
Right.
So yeah,
I could
I don't
see it.
know. There you go. Destiny's Grandchildren. I would love that.
Okay. My next one is this is I try to pull one kind of like from two left fields. Well, they're not that far off. But I just
Okay.
feel like they could collaborate on a really cool song or even album, honestly. Um, Childish Gambino and Tame Impala, I feel like would be an interesting mix.
I love that.
Psychedelics is kind of both their forte, at least if we're talking about Awaken My Love. That was a crazy 70s psychedelic trip type of album. Obviously, Tame Impala, that's like his shit. And so I feel
Yeah.
like they could make something really weird and kind of delusional, maybe even team up with his other producer, the Jorgensen or whatever his name is, Ludwig something. He
Al
does like
Granson.
Granson,
Yeah.
yeah. If they all three teamed up on something, that'd be crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way, yeah, first of all, that's incredible. Tame Impala with Bino, I think would just
they would
be
do it too. I
that
could
would be
see
earth
it.
shattering.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what Bino maybe needs right now is
I
some
think
kind of
so.
collab to get the creative juices flowing. I think that he went too far left with 31520,
Yeah.
as we discussed in our video that just dropped this past weekend. You should check out
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't already. But yeah, that would be incredible. And also seeing Bino in more of like that upbeat style that Tame Impala starts to does every now and then with Lost in Yesterday and all that stuff. I think I would love to see
Mm-hmm.
how he uses his voice in that realm.
Definitely.
Also, real quick, I've been reading some of your guys in the chat, and those are some good names for
Let me look.
like a female collab type thing. Tiana Taylor and Summer Walker would be
Oh,
incredible.
yeah.
Which would be funny because Summer Walker like does not dance. Like her concerts are just her sitting down, and then
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor is like, she's like a performer to the fullest.
Yeah.
So it would just be a cool contrast. Normani, Chloe and Haley, and Victoria Monet. Huh.
Wow, that'd be really cool too.
That's
That's a lot of people.
yeah.
That's a four-person
I know.
group. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. What do you call that? There's a duo, a
Quartet?
trio, and
Quartet?
a quartet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works. There you go. Uh, That would be a cool one too.
I
Like,
could see
all of
it.
them could just slay. All of them would just dance and slay and just destroy the stage. Yeah. Uh, so you just went right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tame Impala
I
and
have one
Dino.
more after this, so you go.
Okay, okay. So this one, yeah. So this one I'm gonna go with is something that I was talking about with my sister just yesterday. Um, I was thinking like, you know what? Because I saw that picture or a video recently of like Jack Harlow. He was performing.
Mm.
He was like, "Yo," it was like, "Shout out to Drake, man! Like, he's the goat and all that." And I was just thinking like, "Yo, Jack Harlow should have made an album called Certified Lover Boy," because
Oh, for real.
Drake Drake, he kind of did it, but it was like ironically,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm the certified lover boy, like, oh, said that you a lesbian girl, me too,
Yeah,
but that kind of stuff. But Jack Harlow, I think if he were to do it, he would actually like
he would
play it up.
embody it. Yeah.
He would, right? And so that's why I'm saying my next collab album, I would love to see Drake and Jack Harlow work together. I think that I've given up on Drake being like a legitimate artist,
Oh my god.
someone who
Yeah.
will drop,
Yeah.
who will like make music, like artful music or an
Mm-hmm.
artful album. At this point, I get it for the hits, for the billboards, for the
Yes.
numbers. Why not lean into that? Let's lean into this up and coming artist who is, you know, makes hits, like undoubtable hits. And together they can be the most unlikable, likable group ever.
Honestly.
The and they yeah, that album would probably just play. The clubs would just play that album like all throughout, like just one long playthrough of that album. So yeah, I Drake and Jack Harlow, they would make the real certified lover boy album,
Oh
or
my
lover
god.
boys, I
I
guess.
feel like it might be even dumber, just because it's Jack Harlow.
Yeah, at that point it's just like
Even
it's
more
just
sus
so dumb.
lines.
It's just so dumb and sexy that you're just like, fuck it, man. Certified lover boy.
BBL,
Like
BBL.
that's the thing. I feel like certified, yeah, yeah. Certified lover boy just like didn't do enough of it. Like I
Yeah,
loved way too sexy. I like the moment that the lesbian
right.
bar gave, even though it's not good
Yeah.
necessarily. It was fun. I wish that they just leaned into that more. So yeah, that would be cool. That's like my another one of those collabs.
Mm-hmm.
Your last one coming up. Go
All
ahead
right,
and
all
blow us
right,
away, man.
all right. This is actually something, if you've been paying attention, I've also mentioned this. It's
Mm,
been circulating around the internet. People have been talking about it. But I think it's almost been done already, actually.
mm.
The Tyler, the Creator, and Andre 3000 collaboration album with with production by obviously Tyler, but also Pharrell would be really cool. Tapping into that Neptune's vibes, bro. And it's already exists somewhat. Someone put Andre 3000 lyrics
Oh,
over the Igor beats and stuff like that, and it worked
so
really well.
sick.
So people are like,
Yeah,
"Yo, this needs to happen."
absolutely. Yeah, this uh by the way, real quick side note, I've been watching back our I was to edit I was watching back that video that we put out, Good Thought, Bad Thought,
Mm.
to edit, and damn, I say absolutely a lot. I'm going to one of these days, I'm going to challenge myself to just not, in fact, next stream, I will not say the
Okay.
word absolutely. But yeah, Tyler and Andre 3000. That would both of them just like understand music to such a degree
Yeah.
that is almost like Zen master-esque. It's again
Right.
sensei to the highest degree. Like they understand every genre, every um like little bit and nuance of music. And I think that they would create just like the most, we talk about like Kendrick and Frank Ocean would make an album that we wouldn't be able to understand until like 10 years. They would make something that we wouldn't be able to like comprehend and like
Right.
fully get all like the musical nuances until like way down the line. So yeah, that would be incredible. Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
um absolutely. Absolutely.
Dope.
Uh
Yeah, that was my last one.
yeah, here I'll just rattle off a couple here just because I'm bored and I have too much time on my hands. One collab I'd like to see that we've already seen on Donda, Don Toliver and Kid Cudi. I think their moment on Moon was just too beautiful for them to not
Yes.
do a whole album together. They could do the
Yes.
upbeat stuff. They could do the obviously like the more intimate, dark, slower stuff, psychedelic things. They're both in that realm. I think that would be incredible.
Mm.
Um, and next up, just kind of like me, my some of my personal favorite artists, not necessarily mainstream, but Jeff Burnett and Joyce Rice, two of my favorite kind of Filipino R&B
Yeah.
artists. Like they kind of tap into that swagapino BBL, like
Yes.
super sad boy to the fullest degree type thing. And I think that what they would do together, they have a song that I would implore anyone to go check out. What is it? Miles Between. It's off of Jeff Burnett's most recent album, Afterwards.
Mm.
I'll look it up, but yes, they would make some of the most beautiful music we've ever heard. I think similar to what Silk Sonic has done.
Yes.
Miles in Between. There you go. That's the song if you want to go check that out. And miss someone dearly. And last but not least, these two rappers, man, would be incredible together. This would be the album that finally gets me into cocaine
Oh
and
my
to
God.
try it. Uh, yeah, Freddie Gibbs and Pusha T, I, two of the most prominent coke rappers of all time.
Yes.
And I have here in like parentheses, produced by Ye. Daytona was just too incredible. I'd love to see Freddie Gibbs on those beats, but sure,
Mm-hmm.
just like another set of beats that Ye created for Pusha T and for Freddie Gibbs, like that would be so hard. Pause. Whew.
Ooh.
I don't, and the voice crack too really hurt it too. Uh,
Not
but
helping.
yeah,
So.
but yeah, no, those are some of my collab albums. Those were some of Matt's. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on Twitter as time goes on. Just let us know what collabs you'd like to see.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna do it for us here. I gotta
Oh,
see. I'm getting
he's gotta
texts
go.
to watch
Shit.
the war. I know. Yeah, it's morphin time
He's
out
got
here,
a- he's
guys.
got a
I gotta
mission.
go. Yeah.
Fucking Avengers are calling him right now.
Yeah. So hurry this
Okay,
up.
we got to wrap it up. All right. Someone's dying right now. Cesco needs to go. Thanks for tuning in. He's got to save his mole rat or whatever the fucking Kim Possible rat is.
Yeah, Rufus.
Rufus, yeah. Thanks for tuning in to this week's stream. Appreciate you. Definitely go check out that video we just dropped. We're going to be wrapping up more. We're going to be doing that more. I feel like we're going to make it we're going to do like smaller segments and do it throughout. But if you have any like suggestions of artists that you want us to talk about in those types of videos, the good thought, bad thought, our honest, unfiltered takes, I guess maybe is a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Then leave them in the comments, but check that out. It'll probably be in the description of this video. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
It's in the chat right now as well.
Oh, amazing. So the link is flying in. There it is. Okay. So if you guys want to check that out right after this stream, go ahead and please do so. But yeah, thanks for coming through. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're new, welcome to the stream. Come through. We are here every week around the same time. But also stay tuned for more videos. And like we said, get excited for the Our Thoughts Awards because it's starting sooner than you think. Starting right now.
Yeah,
and that's the one
welcome
thing
to
I'm
the Our
looking
Thoughts
to.
Awards, guys.
We're doing it. There's 4 more hours of this stream. No. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in, y'all, and we'll see you next week. Peace.